There's an amazing link between codependency and suicide, codependency and depression, codependency and alcoholism that very few people talk about and discuss. Hi, I'm David Essel. This past week with Robin Williams passing, we've got to look deeper than just the process of addiction, as to say the whys. Of course, later on in the week we find out about his Parkinson's disease. Could that be it? Would that be enough to cause someone to take their own life? There's going to be all kinds of questions unanswered, but today I want to focus on what we believe is the deepest, biggest addiction in the world, and that is the addiction of codependency. I know in my life it had a huge impact on my existence, especially in the early 90s when life came crashing down. Like Robin Williams, I was in an amazing, deep clinical depression, had struggled with addiction to alcohol and cocaine for years and years and years. Living on the beach, a Mercedes, having a talk show on the radio, everything looked phenomenal to the outside world. But on the inside, I was crying out for help. I was in deep despair, loneliness, even to the point of going agoraphobic, meaning I didn't want to leave my house unless I absolutely had to, which I would, to grab food or something like that. But otherwise, my life was an absolute mess. What I came to realize later on was that my use of cocaine and alcohol was due to my codependent nature, my craving for acceptance, my craving to be admired, appreciated, my craving and fear on the other side, the fear of rejection, the fear of losing my career, the fear of losing money, the fear of losing relationships. Everything was laying on my heart. And I have to think about people like Robin Williams and others who have great lives to the outside world, but still end it or try to end it. What's the reason? Could it be that the brain has been exhausted from our codependent nature, that we are always on, that we always have to get some type of validation from the outside world because our identity as a person is not enough? Our identity is in what we do versus who we are. I'm going to leave it at this. If I can help you at all in the world of codependency, I would love to. I don't think too many people take it as serious as they need to, even professionals. In the last probably 15 years, we have seen codependency as the number one cause of addiction. The number one cause, believe it or not, of depression and anxiety. It's an outward manifestation. When we're worried and anxious and we can't shut the brain off, eventually the brain starts to malfunction, to misfunction. The chemicals in the brain, GABA, dopamine, serotonin, reach all-time lows because of the exhaustive nature of the thought process of codependency. I'd love to talk more to you about this. Email me at talkdavid.com. Let's get the word out about depression, anxiety, addiction. Let's get the word out of the link to codependency. Let's start talking openly and honestly. It wasn't until the mid-90s that a great therapist I worked with started to really pull it together for me in a way I could understand of how codependency was the real issue behind my addictions and my depression. I would love to help you in the same way. Don't hesitate. Every person we work with on this premise that if you don't receive the help you want, your money is returned. 100% guaranteed. I'm David Essel, talkdavid.com. Reach out and get the help you need now.